A lot of investors who bought property in Dubai are now having a hard time selling it. But if you look at social media, it may look like it's very easy to make 50, 60, even 100% ROI. But that's not true. Not every property in Dubai is profitable or not even worth investing into. But that's the reality of Dubai real estate market. A lot of it is just hype. But how do you cut through this hype and see what are the opportunities in the market? So what I'll do in this video, I'll walk you through a real life case study of a property that we invested back in 2020 for a client. And this analysis that I'm going to show you will help you to understand whether it's a good investment or not. And I'll explain our entire process, what you looked for, what kind of profit we expected, when we planned our exit, and in the end, I'm going to show you exactly what happened, how much profit we actually ended up making. So let's dive in. Let me give you a quick brief about the project that we invested back in 2020. It was a new project by MR Properties, one of the best developer here in Dubai. The project was called Arabian Ranches 3 and it's located in Dubai Land. And they had 3 and 4 bedroom townhouses with a clean and modern community design. The location was great. It was located here. It has great amenities, including 15 sports areas, large park, and unique water features. Now, on this paper, this is a very solid project, but we need to go a little bit deeper to understand what really matters. It's the numbers. Before you talk about the numbers, we must understand the payment plan. So let's do that. Here's when the project was launched, that is in February 2020. Starting price for townhouses in Ruba was approximately 1.2 million dirham. We had to pay 10% on booking, 60% during construction, and 40% on handover. And also, from this milestone to that milestone, you cannot sell your property. There is a requirement from a developer is that you have to make at least 30% payment before you can sell the property. So this is the locked period. So now that we understand the payment plan, if you want to make the most amount of money from this project, the numbers say you should exit here. That is in February 2021. This is where ROI would be the highest, but that's not where I plan to exit, and I'll tell you why in a second. I bought this property in February 2020 for 1.2 million dirham. Let's assume by February 2021, the price will appreciate by 20%, meaning I would be able to sell this property for around 1.4 million dirham. And that will give us a profit of 240,000 dirham. And according to the payment plan, I would have just paid 30% of the full amount, which is around 360,000 dirham. So if I sell my property in February 2021, my ROI would be 66%. So this is the point where technically you would have made the most amount of money, that is in February 2021. This number looks good. Who doesn't want 66% ROI? But here's where people get it wrong. Yes, the math looks amazing, but how do I know the prices would go up by February 2021? I don't have enough facts. I don't have enough information. And also, I don't have enough good reasoning. Like, why prices would appreciate by February 2021 for this particular property. Just because the project is in the right location or in a good area, that's not enough for me. I need more than that. I need facts and figures. So when did I actually plan my exit? When I did this analysis for my client back in 2020, my plan was to exit in late 2021 because I have studied Dubai real estate market and I understand how it works. What are the new development coming up and how it's going to affect the market. In late 2021, a project called Bliss that is located in Arabian Ranches 3 was nearing to handover. And also in Arabian Ranches 1 and 2, there are multiple project townhouses, villas had been handed over. So these handovers helped create a strong visibility for buyers because they can see the real community instead of pictures and brochures. And I believe these factors will help create some hype for Ruba townhouses. And also, I have studied Dubai real estate market and I understand its vision. At the same time, I had some insider information. I knew back in 2020, DLD was planning to launch their REST platform. This is where you can track all the project's progress and real-time transaction. And what this will do is increase real estate transparency in Dubai market. And eventually that will bring more investors who have been skeptical before. And also around this time, Dubai was going to make changes to their golden visa criteria, bringing the requirement down to 2 million dirham, including off-plan and mortgage properties. So eventually this will allow more people to enter the Dubai real estate market, as people didn't need to own the property outright. And they could also sponsor their entire family under one visa. And this is going to open door for foreign investors who are looking for more affordable options and long-term residency here in Dubai. Let's say I sell my property during this time in October 2021. Assuming the price will increase by 20%. And I bought this property for 1.2 million dirham in February 2020. And let's assume in October 2021, I can sell it for 1.4 million dirham. And that will give us a profit of 240,000 dirham. But by then, according to the payment plan, I would have just paid 45% of the full amount. So that's gonna be 567,000 dirham. So if I calculate the ROI, it would be around 42.3%. So even though my ROI is lower than at this point, I still choose to pick this exit because I have more data and more information. If the prices do increase by October 2021, I will sell my property if I'm getting the return that I'm happy with. But that's not how I plan my investment. I cannot just hope and pray. I need something more than that. I need facts and figures. Now, this was the analysis that we did back in 2020. Let me tell you what actually happened. We bought this property back in 2020 for 1.2 million dirham. We ended up holding the property until late 2021. And as expected, price did rise. But instead of 20% we projected, the property appreciated by 50%. So we bought the property at 1.2 million dirham and we sold it for 1.8 million dirham. And that's a profit of 600,000 dirham. And by that point, according to the payment plan, we had only paid 45% of the full amount. So that's going to be 567,000 dirham. And the ROI was approximately 106%. And that's more than what we originally planned for, which means in less than 2 years, we have doubled our invested capital before even completing the full payment plan. So this is the type of analysis you need to be thinking of when you're investing in off-plan in Dubai real estate market. It is non-negotiable. Instead of looking at the great views, great amenities, master plan, you should be looking at the numbers. And most importantly, you must understand them. And what this will do is it's going to help you to understand the property, understand when you're going to exit and what kind of profit you might expect. If you do this, you'll be very successful in Dubai real estate. Otherwise, there will be a lot of uncertainties. This is exactly the breakdown and analysis I do for my clients. And not just this, we also go to the next level and compare multiple projects with each other so that we can find the best property suitable for you based on your investment goals and budget. So if you want to invest in Dubai real estate and want to have a clear plan of actions, understanding payment plan, exits, profit strategies, then click the link below and book a call with me today. We'll help you find the best project based on your goals and budget. That's it for today. See you in the next one.